Hello, Aries, and welcome back. All right, so we're getting a lot more information. So it's like I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you asking why this force like exists within the water. Because it's like it feels as though perhaps maybe you've stumbled upon this by accident, because you signed up for this extracurricular activity, or you decided that you wanted to explore this realm. There's something in it. It's like you didn't expect for it's like you didn't expect for this to actually be real. There's something in it like that. Like you thought that perhaps it was goodness. It's kind of like, no, and no shade on anyone, is that when you first start exploring your spirituality, right? You're exploring the not even the spirituality. It's like you're exploring metaphysics, and you're exploring the occult, and you're exploring, really learning how to tap in, how to access light energy, how to speak with your guides, and all of that gorgeousness. It's it's beautiful, right? It's just like this beautiful like flower, this white flower that's just is opening up, is eager to learn about this space, about this realm, the psychic realm, the water realm, the realm of consciousness. And there's a lot of talk about how, you can get a lot of things done. Like you can have your angels guide you along your path, and you can start to enjoy life, and you get a new sense of flow back in, the practical matters that concerned you before are almost like they don't actually matter. When you start to access this other side, it's like these things that they don't actually, it's like you find out that they don't actually matter. And so there's a sense that your life has been rejuvenated by this, by the water coming in, and rejuvenation. You do have the star card in the middle of your second row, so there's a lot of goodness that happens in this exploration. But you know when we open that door, there are things that are not pleasant. There are things that act as like gatekeepers. They act as things that would trigger fear in you, just like this, something that would trigger fear to prevent your exploration. Because when you go down that road into that exploration, there's a lot of truths that you're going to find. He's holding this one sword. He's actually leaving behind the choice of remaining blind. He's leaving behind, so it's like you're leaving behind the choice of remaining blind and wanting to access the truth through like meditation, looking within. It could even be like really starting to access your, or not access, but like utilize your dreams to inform you. And it's like the truth that you're finding is that there is a force that is acting as, okay, so I'm putting this together because In the Seven of Cups, he's holding the skull. The skull in the hand to me talks about your, like, a purpose or a reason for existing, the reason for existing. And then in the other hand, it had he has this ball, which in the traditional tarot is the world. So it talks about like conquering that space. So, and you actually also have things in your hands, in both of your hands as well. But this one here, it's the so you're asking why does this exist? Why is this here? It doesn't seem like this is useful. That's what this guy was talking about. It doesn't seem like it's useful. Why is it even here? And the purpose of it is to conquer that space. There's an energy in the psychic realm that when people start to access that space, this shows up as something that is acting as a fear trigger so that you turn and run the other way. Which is interesting because that's actually kind of what your guides are pushing you to do. It's like they're wanting you to step behind them and go out the back door. So this space here, it's like this energy wants to claim it for its own. It doesn't want like new people or new consciousness to, it's like there's an energy that doesn't want people to like wake up or receive enlightenment or get some type of like consciousness expansion. There's something that wants to keep everything like in contained. And you, on the other hand, you're also Aries energy too, and so that's why it's kind of making me feel like this is it might even be an aspect within you that's like it's playing out within you. So it's like it's shifting back and forth. But it is a force that exists in the psychic realm. And what this is talking about is that you are actually in a space where you're not wanting to claim this space. You're actually just wanting to kind of flow within it and ride within it and enjoy it and be able to experience its fullness. So there's no sense of, okay, there's no sense of possession that is within you. And I'm feeling into that line that I just spoke. And we were talking about something in the water that's trying to claim or take hold. I'm speaking possession. It's like there's actually no sense of that within you. So if this experience has given you a fear of like something taking over you, something possessing your psyche or your consciousness, and like manipulating you to do certain things, it's like that's not happening because your angels did that. It's like they've moved you out of the way and they're handling the situation. It's like they're fighting whatever this force is on your behalf. And they're succeeding in doing so because what they're doing is they're stripping it. That's what this is talking about. They're stripping it. Okay. They're stripping it of its water. They're stripping it of its ability to. Okay. In my mind's eye, it's looking like if you were to take a slug, right? Let's say this monster, if you will, is a slug. And if you were to take salt, right, and pour it on this slug, it's like it pulls all the water out of it. So what the your angels are doing, it's like they're actually acting as that they're like pulling the life essence out of this monster. And the way that they're doing that is it's acting as like a they're acting as this filtration process. They're taking the things that this creature, monster, force, whatever is holding, so their purpose for conquering, and they're taking, it's like they're taking their power and doing something to like filter out the water. It's a cleansing process. That's kind of intense. um, so there is something in this that it's like it's coming through as kind of like the harsh reality of this is that, well, it's not even a harsh reality. It's kind of there's a radical acceptance that is coming on. It's coming on your behalf to so that you are aware that, well, one, first and foremost, that you are being protected. You do have uh, guides, angels. You have a spirit team that is with you. They're coming along with you, and when these situations pop up, that it's like they're guarding you. They're taking over that part. They're moving you out of the way. They're allowing you to lead in this exploration of the water realm. But when things get a little like this, it's like so they're wanting you to know that you are very much protected. And not only that, is that your innocence and your drive, your willingness to explore this is being protected. It's like there's something in it. They don't want you to doubt your exploration. They want you to keep going because there's so much more in the water. That's what this is. It's like there's so much more in the water realm than this. This is just one piece of it. This is just one piece. And it's like usually, I don't know if this happens all the time, but usually once you start exploring, you'll have some beautiful experiences. You get this, you have, interactions with your guides. You start to explore it's coming through as like astral, all of that stuff. And then you bump into something. So don't, what it's referring to is like, don't just think that this is all that it is, all that's out there, because there's so much more out there. And this is just one aspect. And it's really honing in on that you are being guarded from this, that you're not alone in this experience. So not only are you not alone in the experience of exploring the astral realm, like you do have guides that are with you, but also that there are other people that are experiencing this as well. And that's why there's that Eight of Wands that's coming in here too, to tell, it's like you're not alone in this. Okay, so it's like you've gone through the back door. We've ended the first row with you going through the back door. It's like you've escaped that situation, right? And then you come into this artist energy. And what I'm seeing is you witnessing this from a distance, because we have the castle there, right? The castle is in here. The castle is here as well. So it's referring to, it's like this is a very ancient energy that it exists. It's here, and it's classic. It's with the classics, it's something that is not going to go away, but you can move past it. And that's what this is talking about. Is like now you're able to see this from a distance. You're seeing it from a distance. It's like you're not in the situation anymore. You're on the outside of it looking in. I'm seeing this tree. Trees to me represent angels. And you see, it's even like, even with you seeing it from a distance, all of this smoke and cloud, and it's like that's the steam that's coming from them extracting the water from this creature. And you can't even see that. It's like it's really wanting you to just stay focused on your, it's like on your guardian angel. Just stay focused on them. It's coming through as like blinders type of thing. It's like just stay focused on them, and you're going to, it's like you're going to get through this experience. And what I'm seeing here is like you're actually coming into a space where it's like you're seeing this in vision or even in dream, and you're recording it. The artist always has some type of recording. The recording could be you simply writing out your dreams. The recording could be even something along the lines of like if you're an artist, like a painter, or you draw, things like that. It's like you drawing all of this out as a form of expressing what you are experiencing in the water realm. Okay, so this is coming up again, this emperor here. So you drawing, or you expressing yourself through art, it's looking like actually like drawing or painting or something where you have a piece of paper and you know what I'm saying. And perhaps maybe you might be like showing it. Maybe you're like showing it to someone and they're scolding it. Maybe they're saying something along the lines of that it doesn't look like, this is not what art looks like, or this is not pleasant, because sometimes the things that you see in the water realm are not pleasant. And it's like they're scolding that energy. So there's something about that force. This force is acting through it. It can be acting through individuals. And it's like a physical representation of that gatekeeping energy, which wants you to stop your exploration. But there's a lot of energy here that your angels do not want you to stop. Do not stop. There's a lot in this. They want you to keep exploring. And as you do, you immediately, it's like you're going into the magician energy. Another Aries card. Another card for Aries. It's an Aries with full vigor, full power, and the ability to be able to create worlds. Here it's referring to like being able to create images of like other worlds. That's what you're doing. Like whatever you're making in art, be it perhaps maybe in dance or in illustration or in your writings. It's what you're doing is, it's like you're transcribing what is happening in other worlds, in maybe like parallel timelines, or physically other realms, you know, maybe even like the psychic realm, or with this artist it's talking about like the astral realms, like what you're seeing within this. The magician here came through as like, in the Taurus reading, as actually coming through a portal. And with the star here, I'm seeing, it's like you are coming, oh my God, this is so beautiful. It's like you're coming up and out of the water, and you're meeting, it's like you're meeting someone in this realm. That's why they don't want you to stop, because it's like there's something, like they know that the next time that you go into this, okay, yeah, that experience was scary, but the next time you go into it, it's like you're going to be meeting something, some, um, it's coming through like this like goddess energy. You're meeting a goddess. The the name Estrella is coming to my mind. I'm actually getting like really emotional. So it's like you're coming up through the water, and it's like you're floating in this water, and you are floating past her, and she sees you, and she it's like she's says to you, I have something for you. She has something for you. She has this Eight of Wands for you. So she has a message for you. There, there was this message here. This is a different message. This was a different message. She has a new message for you. I'm peering into this. I'm seeing with all of these like lines here, it feels as though it's like there are new materials that this energy wants. It's not an energy, she's like correcting me. This goddess wants you to work with. It's like mediums, different mediums, different mediums. That's just how it's coming through. Of course, that word has a variety of different meanings, so apply it. However, so it could be mediums as in other psychics. It could be mediums as in actual like different materials that you would use to make art with, things like that. It's like they're giving you a new set of paintbrushes, a new paintbrush, because it's like they want it, there's a message, they want you to, your next piece, whatever you're creating. It's like, remember how I was talking about, it's like you're able to create worlds, right? And show pictures, or you know, even these look like pins, even writing down what this world looks like, how it's experienced, all everything that encompasses that space. And it's like you're meeting this one, and she sees what you can do. She sees the magic within you, and she's like, I have a message for you. It's coming through as something like wanting to channel through you, like wanting to channel their energy through you. We were talking about you being in the flow. you allowing the water to move you. When you do that, you inevitably, this is what comes with it, you inevitably open up your channel so that more can flow through you. And this one is, it's a gorgeous energy that wants to work with you, wants to bring rejuvenation and healing and beauty, and most importantly here is vulnerability. Because as you're expressing, before you're expressing your art, art, you have to be very vulnerable. You have to be willing to allow like other people to see it, right? And sometimes, this energy pops up and it can actually make you feel like you don't want to be vulnerable anymore. And is this one is actually praising that energy and wants to, they have a message, they want to work through you, they want, I don't know exactly what that is, and of course like it can be presented very vastly differently amongst all of you Aries. um, but that's what this is. And then once you receive this message, even like a download, it's like you're sent back, you're sent back, you're sent it's like you're sent back, you're dropped back in to your space, your, where you reside, earth, with this newfound enlightenment, this new message, this new energy. It's surrounding you. And it's like now you've gone back in. We were talking about in the Taurus reading yesterday about incarnations and coming back in to incarnate. And it's like that's almost what this looks like. It's like whenever you accessed this psychic realm, receiving vision, met this one, it's like you're being dropped back in to, this is beautiful, to like share it with all of the other, oh my god, it's like a pay it forward. It's like sharing it with all of the other ones that are newly exploring this realm. That's beautiful. I love your reading, Aries. All right, thank you so much for watching, and Aries, I will see you next time.